Hi everyone, this is 72, the editor-in-chief of Star Wars Battle Lines blog, and today I'm here with another podcast this is going to be about the Umbara arc, as last week's was about the Maul arc, and I have with me today Spider-Wolf. Say hello.
Hey.
Yeah, we're having a bit of trouble with the call, so if there's a bit gaps of silence during the video, then sorry about that. So, start off with Darkness on Umbara. Yeah. So, it was probably... I don't know, what did you think of Darkness on Umbara? The call's gone funny again. So yeah, we got to see... This was an arc mainly about the, clone troopers. And, what did you think of the, Umbara arc then? Well, Darkness on Umbara, the first part.
Well, the first part out of that was probably the most exciting episode since landing at Point Rain. It was just like non-stop battle.
Yeah.
It was just really epic. We got to see all the cool Umbaren technology we've never seen before, all these cool new vehicles, and that was just really epic.
Yeah. So the main clone troopers in this arc are Rex, Fives, Tup, Dogma, Jesse, Hardcase, and kind of Kix. He's not in as much as the others. And we also have I'm trying to remember his name now. Appa, I think.
Appa.
Yeah, that's it. And then, so yeah, which one was your favourite out of them that were in the arc?
Mine, I'd say, was Hardcase. Well, of course, I didn't really care about him at all in the Deserter, but he just had so much energy. It was like hilarious to watch him. He's reminiscent of Heavy, but he was still unique in his own way. I just love like all his catchphrases. That's the stuff. Make a meat. I just love quoting Hardcase.
Yeah, he was definitely a awesome clone trooper. Mine would probably have to be I quite like Tup as the young clone trooper, but he's probably not my favourite. I think my favourite had to be Jesse, just because he's quite awesome in the arc. He's quite funny as well, and yeah. And he was kind of, as you said, with Hardcase, Kix and Jesse didn't really care for them too much in the Deserter, but when you get to this arc, it really is quite cool to see him again.
I was commenting about his tattoo is of course really cool, and I was wondering if he gets to Order 66 into the Empire, will they let him keep that?
Yeah, probably won't.
Yeah, they get an Empire tattoo.
Well, I guess when they upgrade to the Stormtrooper thing, you'll have to get new tattoos and whatnot. I'm not sure if they even would let him at that stage. I think they just want them all to wear white armor. Don't really want them to be unique and whatnot.
Oh yeah, it's pretty true. They just have the white, plain, boring armor.
Yeah. So anyway, we also got to meet Pong Krell in this arc, who at first a lot of people just didn't like and whatnot, and because of all those reckless tactics and whatnot. But then later in the arc, you kind of like see how he is a bad guy, and I don't know. He's kind of like a villain who you actually hate, and not kind of like as a villain, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because of everything he does. Because there's a lot of villains in Clone Wars that you well, like Grievous for me, you kind of like, you don't like him, but you have that liking him as a villain because he's a good villain. Yeah, and
Vizsla, all those guys, yeah.
Yeah. And then Anakin gets sent away to Coruscant. Do you think that was on purpose or something, part of a larger scheme, or just a coincidence?
Yeah, I think that the Emperor I think he had some sort of plan. I think we might find out about that later. Maybe to test the 501st, see if they can kill a Jedi. maybe. So for Order 66, I'll send in the 501st. They can kill Jedi. Which
Yeah,
I think there's more to that than meets the eye.
yeah, I don't know. I heard there's some people saying that it might just be because Chancellor Palpatine's worried that Anakin's gonna get killed, but I don't really think that's the case. I think
No.
Chancellor Palpatine thinks that if Anakin gets killed in battle, then he's not worthy enough to be his apprentice, if you know what I mean, in that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, then we move on to, the next part of the arc, which
The
was the General.
the general. Yeah.
Yeah. And, the clones undertake an impossible mission. That's what StarWars.com says, and yeah, we really get. This episode would probably be my least favourite of the arc. I still think it's a very good episode, but I didn't like it as much as the other three.
Yeah. It was kind of a repeat of the last one.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like about it really. I liked
Yeah.
how it showed Captain Rex kind of questioning General Krell's orders.
Yeah. And the first time they directly disobeyed what he said and didn't just go along with it because they all would have
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, because if they'd probably all be dead right now if they followed General Krell's plan and just went
Yeah.
straight at it.
It literally was impossible mission.
No. Yeah, and then we get to see the flame in General Krell's eyes right at the end when he's just staring at the base.
Yeah, like the Sith eyes.
Yeah. They also zoomed in on Rex's fist and just showed it clenching. That was quite cool to see.
Yeah, it tells you something's brewing. Somebody's gonna get dead.
And I don't know, I think Hard Case and Fives when they go up to the base is, and you hear about Hard Case's reason for being hyperactive because of his thing had a leak. I'm not sure if that's the real
Yeah.
reason or if he just says
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still nice to hear that, and it also moves into the airbase, which is the scene for the rest of the arc.
Yeah, towards the command center.
Yeah. And I think it's either this episode or next episode where we get to see the different holograms as well, where they kind of like show up. There's all these cubes and they go together to form Obi-Wan Kenobi as well, and
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see all their different technology. But I wonder, why they had all that stuff lying around. Like, if they didn't even think they were going to fight anybody. But yeah, but it was still pretty cool.
yeah. So definitely the Umbaran's technology is really a highlight of this arc, I think.
Yeah, the Separatists really should start using that.
Yeah, because the Umbaren MHCs, those big walking tanks, they just decimated the clone troopers because it took their own weaponry to destroy it.
Yeah,
And then
and
and
the
then
Caterpillar things worked pretty well too.
yeah. And it also showed the clones' ingenuity to think they're not just plain battle droids. They're actually troopers and whatnot. They use their head to get out of situations like when they trapped them in the bottleneck and blew up the caterpillar things. That was quite cool to see.
Yeah, that's what I really like about the show. Like in the movies, they just seem like killing machines, pretty much the
Yeah.
same as droids, but they give them their own personalities, like Waxer and Heavy, and they give them, and they actually are unique, unlike what it seems like in the movies.
Yeah, because I mean, one problem I had with the movies was that it never really explained how they just turned. Really?
Yeah,
But I think with the new Order 66 arc in Clone Wars, we're gonna see that. It might not actually be called the Order 66 arc, but that's just what everyone's calling it. So
yeah. It may seem like it was just something that plugged into their brain, but I think there's a lot more behind it that we'll find out about in the coming months.
yeah. Still no news on when that's gonna air though. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not really much to talk about with the General, I think. So should we move on to Plan of Descent?
Sure.
Yeah. So this was a rogue covert operation. And
Yeah.
this really didn't. This was probably my third favorite episode.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, it also kind of repeated the last episode too. Like the
Yeah.
general was kind of like a mix of Darkness and Umbara and Plan of
Fun.
Descent. Like all the same stuff happened.
Yeah. It was nice to kind of like see the hint to episode 4 when they're in the hangar and they have trouble with the fighters.
Yeah, and then
It wasn't the same things, but they weren't saying the same things, but it was definitely a hint to that.
yeah, and that's like the episode 4 reference. Nothing is going on down here. We're all fine.
How are
And,
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you? What's your CT number? And then it gets destroyed. Whatever.
Yeah. It was a boring conversation anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
And then
was.
of course we see the death of Hard Case again.
Yeah, I think they could have. I kind of wish he had a more unique death because it's kind of a repeat of Heavy, but I don't really know what else they could have done in this situation.
Yeah. Why is it with clones getting blown up? Because
Yeah,
you've got
especially
Heavy, Echo, Hard Case, and now Gregor. They just
oh yeah, Gregor. I think he's alive though, but
yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of other. Yeah,
We'll
there's a lot of
probably
clones.
never find out because of the cancellation of Clone Wars,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, unless they make another movie about it or something. But yeah,
So yeah, this really was an episode where you one thing I don't understand is how when they take the Umbaren fighters and destroy the thing, you think they could have just landed they could have just gone and found Obi-Wan Kenobi actually and avoided getting punished.
yeah. Oh yeah, they could have done that. But and also I wonder when they were flying around in the Umbara starfighters, why did any clones shoot them down?
Yeah.
That could have happened. Like if they ended up being chased by ZZ-10, I think he was there. That could have ended really bad.
And Ahsoka and Barriss were also there.
Yeah,
I think if they're Jedi, they may actually sense that they're clones.
yeah,
I don't know, they might not be able to actually because...
yeah. But the other
Well-
clones probably wouldn't know.
And then we also see Dogma's kind of like blind loyalty again. Where
Yeah,
he just... Where he's,
you have to tell the general. Yeah,
yeah.
like I think like troopers like Dogma, they're the ones who are gonna follow Order 66. They're like, okay, maybe yeah, I kind of disagree with what they're saying, but we have to be loyal to them. They're always right. Just do whatever Palpatine says. Or they're the
Yeah.
ones who end up following that.
But when you think about it, who's actually gonna punish them? If all the clones don't follow the orders, or follow Order 66, then who would actually punish them?
Yeah, I guess
Because
maybe.
they're a massive army, and I guess the Jedi
there's,
won't.
yeah, there's no way they could kill all of them. But
And the Jedi can't be the ones who punish them, because they'll probably be thankful, because the order was to kill them.
yeah, I don't think the Emperor can hunt all of them down. So they'd probably eventually kill him.
Yeah. It's like they did with, well, obviously, he's a bit more powerful than Pong Krell, but still, that many clone troopers, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the, actual arc itself. I think this really was the turning point for Rex as well.
Yeah, it was good he got his own arc. And
Yeah.
he had a lot of development.
Yeah, and I don't think there was no character in this arc who came out the way they came in.
Yeah, they were all changed by the whole Krell turning evil thing, and yeah, like
I'm
it
not sure
affected
about-
all different ways.
Not sure about Arpo though.
Oh yeah, him. I don't know. You don't really know enough about him. Sure, he probably had some sort of change, but
He was a bit
he
more.
only took.
He was a bit more of a blind loyalty trooper, like Dogma was.
Yeah, like of course, he eventually kills everybody, so he's they can't really have too much character development for him.
No, it was just a nice cameo to see in the
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah, I still kind of wonder how exactly he replaces Rex.
Mm.
But, yeah.
I don't know. Question that where you may never get an answer to.
Yep. Typical Disney.
Mm. And then now finally we have Carnage of Krell.
Yeah,
And this was
it's still my favorite episode.
yeah. Rex faces a dark choice. That's the thing of it. And yeah, it's definitely the best episode of the arc, I think. So it's funny how half the arc is about the Umbarans, kind of like fighting the Umbarans for control of the planet and whatnot. Then it kind of like goes off into this whole Krell thing.
Yeah, and the Umbarans become pretty irrelevant.
Yeah, that's what I would have kind of liked to see almost 2 arcs where or at least an episode where we see Obi-Wan take the capital.
Yeah, I kind of was excited to see the capital, but yeah, I think this was probably better for the story.
Yeah, I would at least like to see kind of like a 10, 15-second little bit where Obi-Wan's taking the capital and it's just like, where are the 501st? Or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like in the flashback scene or something, in the beginning you could show Obi-Wan taking the capital with Cody and all those guys, but I think that would have been pretty cool.
So, and then of course we have the death of Waxer as well, and
Yeah.
the clones fight each other. That was definitely a very powerful scene where Rex is just like, don't shoot! They're clones! We're all clones!
Yeah, it was really dramatic and it was powerful.
It just really shows how good the whole team is. I mean, the voice actor, D. Bradley Baker, done an amazing job. He was definitely the only voice in this arc almost, because we have I don't know who played Pong Krell. I don't know. We have
Dave Fennoy, I think, but yeah, he didn't do anybody else.
And then we have James Arnold Taylor as Obi-Wan for a little bit, and Matt Lanter as Anakin for a very little bit as well.
It's hard to believe like he carried the entire arc, and it was just so good.
Yeah. And we have the person who done the little Umbara's. I want to whatever they say. Can't really understand what they say, but anyway, we get to see the mortars for the first time as well. It's more Republic weaponry.
It's a lot more powerful. Like when you see it the second time, you're like, "Oh my god, they're firing mortars at clones, mortars at clones," and yeah, like that must be bloody.
And also, Waxer gets a update as well. He's got Numa on his head thing.
Yeah. I think it had that on Geonosis, but it's the first time like in his regular armor since Ryloth.
Yeah. He's also got the tally marks, whatnot. It definitely was a sad moment, especially since he had an episode almost to himself. Of course, he had Boyle and whatnot in it as well, but he was a key part of that episode, and he doesn't really get killed off. I wouldn't say in a good way, but he wasn't really a focus of the arc, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like it was pretty unexpected. Like you didn't even know it was going to be in that arc. I was like, what the heck, Waxer? Oh, he's dead.
And the tear going down his face as well. Yeah. That was just.
I think it's the first time somebody ever died crying in Clone Wars.
I think that's the first time somebody's ever cried in Clone Wars, as in you actually see the tear. Because I think Numa actually done it. You could just hear her going, but you don't actually see. You see her wiping away the tear, but.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka might have been crying in the Citadel one, but yeah, you don't really see any tears.
Yeah. So and we also have then there's the reference to Revenge of the Sith where he's just like, it's treason then.
Yeah.
And he just pushes all the clones back. It It definitely was an excellent fight scene.
That was epic.
And
Yeah.
you also see Tup have a bit of development as well when he has the plan to catch Krell and whatnot.
Yeah, I think they were all caught pretty off guard because they'd just seen Krell just sitting there ordering them around the entire time like a Jabba the Hutt, and then oh my god, he's killing all of us, and yeah.
Yeah, and in the trailer we see Krell in action in the trailers. We kind of like saw that big reveal where he just jumps out the window and then lands, and we're just like, whoa! And then we
Yeah.
find out he's actually running away from the clone troopers.
Yeah, I think he's probably killing Umbarans and jumping out. And then they changed the laser colors to red, but they really should have done green because it was Umbarans. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I kind of told you something was up.
And then they catch him, and then he's put in prison. It seems like a bit of an anti-climax, if you know what I mean. It wasn't
Yeah.
the most action-packed end to an action-packed arc, but I think it served its purpose, and
You
as you
foreshadowed,
said-
of course.
yeah. And it also showed Dogma leaning away from his blind loyalty.
Yeah, that was pretty dark.
Yeah. And he just suddenly breathes and just said, I had to, he betrayed us. It's just...
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
but
actually... Yeah.
What was that?
Did you actually think it was Rex for kind of like the split second that you just saw him die?
Yeah, I did, but when you think about it, it doesn't really seem like Rex.
Yeah, I don't think... Would Rex have actually done it? I don't... He might have done.
I don't think he would have.
Nah. He's
Of
too
course
much
he
like
should.
Anakin.
No, Anakin just kills everybody. But...
I know. Too much. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
anything else you want to add about the arc?
So I think
Well, let's talk
Well-
about the ending actually. Like right at the end where they're just like, we did it, we took Umbara.
yeah, I think like it also says a lot about what Rex will do in Order 66. You know, if we get to that, like I think it's probably like a pretty pivotal change. But like what he would have done had Order 66 happened yesterday, and what he'll do now. Like I think like that thing at the beginning, the fortune cookie, whatever it is, like our actions define our legacy. So I think that like that really changed like how Rex what Rex will do during Order 66.
Yeah. And Rex really is kind of like the star of, maybe not the full arc, but definitely the last episode. And on a
Yeah.
note about, what about the Order 66 arc? We don't see him in the clip. I think he's got to be in it though. But
Yeah, he's probably doing something else. It looks like it's like kind of still introducing stuff. So I think Rex would already be dead by then.
But yeah, we'll have to see. It looks like Fives is in charge of that assault. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
But
Rex gets injured and Fives had to take over as captain temporarily.
yeah, like Krell. Um,
And then we've
Yeah.
also got the execution. They do shoot
yeah.
at them though, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I was like, oh my god! Like I thought they actually did it. Like
Yeah.
everyone else.
You just kind of like, I felt a lump in the back of my mouth, if you know what I mean, when that just...
Yeah, like my heart just stopped beating. I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
What? They killed him.
Yeah, and then it switches to the shot. I don't... Funny thing is, Jesse probably would have got his head shot off if he didn't duck, because you see
Yeah.
a scorch mark in the wall behind him when he's
Yeah.
just kind of like ducked, and then he stands up again, and they just
Yeah,
drop.
Yeah, Jesse ducked, but Fives didn't. Like he was just like, okay. Like I think Fives like probably didn't think they were gonna shoot, but Jesse's like, yeah, they're gonna shoot. Let me get out of here. And
Yeah. And then they just drop the weapons and are just staring at them and whatnot. Definitely
Yeah.
a powerful scene. I think this arc definitely has a lot of powerful moments in it. And also,
Yeah.
Kix is also there.
Kicks, yeah. He doesn't really do much, but like he sort of like just like says like the things that like the average clone was saying about thought about Krell during the arc. Like he wasn't really a main character or anything, but he's like, yeah, we're all getting tired. We don't like Krell. Okay, yeah.
He was more in the first 2 episodes, I think,
Yeah, and
than the
then
last 2.
and he was just in the background fighting Krell. In the
Hmm.
fourth one, I don't think was he in the Planet of Descent at all?
I don't know. He might have been in the. Was he in the barracks?
Or yeah, I
I
think
don't
he might have been in there for just like one shot. But, like, oh yeah, I think he was like putting the missile on Hard Case, which Hard Case blew up. But yeah, he
Yeah.
was only in there for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and then I think his main kind of like part was in the general because the general because he's a medic and kind of like his troopers are dying and then he just says you're beginning to sound like General Krell to Rex, and that was
Yeah,
that was probably one of his best moments in the arc.
yeah, it's
One
probably
of his
mostly.
only moments.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he didn't do much
No.
besides that. Like,
So yeah.
yeah.
And then at the end we see Dogma getting taken away. What do you think? What do you think happens to Dogma after this arc? Actually,
Well, I don't think we'll be seeing him with the 501st again anytime soon.
no.
Honestly, I think he's probably going to another trial or something like that. And I don't know if they'll just throw him in with the Republic jail or something like that. But I don't think we're going to see him in the Order 66 arc.
Yeah. Although it kind of begs the question about the court martial. What
Yeah.
actually happens to them during a court martial and whatnot?
Yeah. Kind of like to see that. Because, like, I think Krell would really be the only person, only besides Dogma, who would have actually, like, court-martialed Fives and Jesse. I don't think anyone else would.
Do you think Dogma went to a court martial after that? Or
Yeah, I'm sure he went to some sort of thing. I don't know if was he court-martialed for shooting Krell or for like trying to stop everybody and pointing guns at them? I wonder which, like if he was court-martialed for both. Or, yeah.
I have no idea why he was taken away. But he maybe he was considered insane because he was going a bit loopy towards the end. Maybe they were
Yeah.
just trying to get him help, and the binders were just there to stop him doing anything bad,
Yeah.
just in case. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely interested to see where he goes, but I don't think we'll never find out really.
Yeah,
I don't think. Sorry.
I kind of hope he like cameos or something. We find out somewhere like what happens to him, but like he probably won't be fighting again.
No. So yeah, I think should we end it off here?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching, everyone, and bye everyone.
Peace.